Who we missed? We got everybody? How are we doing? Hey, if you guys want to grab a bottle of water, please make sure you do so. We're going to be out there for a little bit, and I don't want you getting too dehydrated.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Walk around.
All right. No, we're good.
Good afternoon, Metompkin Elementary, Ms. Matthews speaking.
My dad was a career officer in the military. My dad always asked me, if you could do your job for free, would you still do it? And if I really sat down and thought about it, I think I would. On the eastern shore of Virginia, well, I don't think many people know we even exist. We're kind of tucked away. You know, we have pockets of extreme wealth. We have $1 million homes located on the water. And then, you know, within close proximity, we have, you know, extreme poverty. You know, we have families that don't have running water. People still use outhouses. It's very diverse in terms of how people make ends meet. There's also bottles of water on the table that are in the freezer all day or cooler, so please grab one of those so you stay hydrated. Your sunglasses or your cell phone, please make sure you grab those. Thanks. Had a lot of migrant students, so they'd come in for the farming season, start the school year. Fall comes around, they'd leave, they'd come back in the spring. So the people are coming because there's work. Some of the reasons why we do this trip, a lot of our kids have challenges that we don't experience in our own lives, and it's not an excuse, but it certainly helps us to have some empathy, have some understanding that when they show up through our doors, there may have been something else going on before they got to us. The challenges that we're faced with, not all the teachers understand those challenges. So you've lived in this community, you live in this community, and yet you're not aware of some of the things that go on in your own backyard. Our kids are on these bus rides for, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes. But during the winter, it's cold on the bus, and in the summertime, it's hot. We don't have, air conditioning on all of our buses. So to sit on a bus for an hour, get to school, that's uncomfortable. That affects the mood of a kid. It'd make me mad. I know some of our teachers last year when we went on this couldn't believe how hot it was. And the idea was going on a bus during the middle of the day, so they had that experience that, when the kid walks in the building at 8:30 and they're not in the best mood, kind of have some empathy. Probably not appropriate to run all the teachers right through their living space, but it's very drab, looks like very government issued. Everything's gray, light gray. No decorations, the communal eating areas, picnic tables, the communal cooking area, it basically looks like efficiency stoves, all side by side. And you have like the family section where the families cook, the women cook for the families on one side, and then you have the other side that's open for the single workers who can cook their own food. One of the things that we were faced with the first night we came is that the workers don't get out of the fields till 7. So we wanted to be here thinking from 7 till dark, which was about 9, we could set up right there with our table and we could register. But when they got out of the fields, the women had to go cook food for everybody. So that was unexpected on our part. So we were able to get some people registered, but not everybody. So we did come back the next night. Our students are expected to perform the exact same way the students who are living in Arlington or Richmond or any of those, wealthy neighborhoods with parents with, formal educations or, college educations, master's degrees, professional jobs. The standard is that we should all be performing at the same level, but the reality is certainly not that. So that's certainly a challenge on our part. And it's not an excuse, but it's something that we have to be conscientious of. This is the family section, of the migrant camp. And then the single sections on the other side. Shared bathroom, shared eating space, and cooking facilities. Gracias. Adios. Un gusto. I don't want it to look like we're out here, for lack of a better word, a bunch of teachers going to look at a bunch of poor kids. And that's not the intent of this. Yeah, I hope we're outside playing video games. It's a beautiful day out. How are you guys doing? Put your shoes on. Go get some books. Go say hi to some teachers. Where's everybody? You guys want books? Yeah? How are you all doing? What about brothers? Good. You read them all? Yes? Good.
It really caught me off guard and was humbling for me to see, and really made me have even more of a heart for the kids that are here.
Puts in a perspective of why the kid's in a bad mood in the morning, if they don't have their homework, why they're getting in fights with other kids. It definitely opens your eyes to what the kids are really going through.
I think that this is a great way to bridge those community connections. The parents are seeing us coming in to their neighborhoods, lets them know that we care about them, that we want to make sure that they have a book or two to read at home.
Vinieron a regalar los libros y que a mí se me hace muy importante, muy bien, porque les ayuda a la educación de los niños.
It's more than just test scores and getting kids to pass assessments. It's about building relationships and inspiring parents and kids to want to do well in school. It goes beyond SOLs and grades.
And I was telling the teachers on the bus, I said, hopefully you got something out of this. I always get something out of it, but at the end of the day, those kids really appreciated seeing you, seeing their teachers for the new year, being able to see teachers they had last year. It really shows that we care about them. It's more than just educating them, but it's actually loving them and making sure that they're taken care of and helping them be successful. And it also goes to the whole philosophy that our job extends past the walls of the building. How are you? How's your summer been? You want a book? You want to look through there and pick a book? We certainly have our challenges. At the end of the day, we got to ask ourselves, do we meet the needs of our kids? Do we do something in the best interest of our kids? Yeah, we have other stakeholders that we have to take into consideration. But at the end of the day, it's all about, what's best for the kids.